Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel of astrologer Anil Aggarwala. Today we will be talking about the retrograde planets in the month of May and June. No, the article what I have written is May-June 2020 retrograde planets may spiral the world into enigmatic situations. Month of May 2020, a month of three planets going in retrogression: Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter. Reviewing these situations, hence the volatility increases. It is a time to review things rather than going forward. This will there will be volatility in the stock and financial markets due to the woes of COVID and due to the close because the trade and business are not taking place. The stock market can also take a beating. There will be a long-term effect on the economy. The dual transit of Saturn and Jupiter being the 9th and 10th lord of the natural zodiac and both going in retrogression one after the other simply means that there is a point of resetting the economy. But Saturn and Jupiter would be weak. And although there is a Vipreet rajyoga of Jupiter, but since in retrogression, the Vipreet rajyoga will also be weak. Therefore, the yoga becomes weak. In astrology, Jupiter and Saturn are the most important planets since the 9th and the 10th lord of the natural zodiac, and nothing can happen without the activation of this dual transit. Hence, finally, when they become direct in these signs, they will finally evolve with changes and reconstruction in the stock and financial markets, as mentioned below, especially when Jupiter crosses Saturn in the sign Capricorn. Then Saturn and Jupiter will again meet in Aquarius. Then again there will be a point of reconstruction. So till Jupiter, Jupiter has to cross two times Saturn. Once Saturn in Capricorn when it goes in Aquarius on the 4th of April 2021, and then when it is both of them are in Aquarius, and then Saturn overtakes Jupiter on the 4th or 5th May 2022. So as a matter of fact, from 2022 to 2023, Saturn will be in the what they call sign of Pisces. So that will be the time of some reconstruction of the stock and financial markets. It will be a better period. The whole world will be in a better situation in 2000 after 2022 basically, and 2023 and 24 will be also good years because Jupiter will cross Saturn. Mars transit in Aquarius. Mars is transiting in Aquarius only tomorrow in the evening, and it will be in the sign Aquarius till 18th of June 2020. Mars as the Lagna Lord and the 8th Lord of the natural zodiac with Jupiter and Saturn going in the sign of Saturn, the 11th house, the Badak Sthan of the natural zodiac, may activate the scandals pertaining to COVID, especially with respect to China. It is the crystal clear reason is Mars transiting the 7th house of wars in the foundation chart of US and the 7th house of Trump. And both of the country will be in an aggressive stance because the prime minister or the president will be in an aggressive stance. And till Mars in the sign Aquarius till 18th June 2020. And hence the relations between the US and China may go for a toss. Lot of things will be uncovered. Don't forget, all the planets are also in the grip of the nodes after the 26th February 2020, and Rahu, whenever will be in affliction, will create troubles. Whenever Rahu will be affliction, will play the dirty game. The woes of the coronavirus will be felt more since all the businesses are closed for a long time, and the depression for the same may be felt now when which may have a long-term effect on the economy till Jupiter crosses the Saturn, as I've explained above. For some revival in the economy for short time, as I told you, when it will be in Aquarius, and when it finally goes in Pisces, then there will be some respite. Major transformation in the political front and economy cannot be ruled out. Saturn in the sign Capricorn is supposed to be a negative sign. Capricorn sign is a negative sign of Saturn because the nakshatras, it is inimical to the nakshatras it will transit in. First of all, it is transiting in the Uttarashada nakshatra. It is inimical to Sun. So, it is bound to bring some changes in the government of the countries, the head of the countries. And till January, till 21st of January 2021, when it goes in the nakshatra of Rohini, the corrupt will be brought to book. The year till September 2020 is a true period for spiritual awakening also, because Ketu is in the Mula Nakshatra star and dreaded one, and since the Lord Mula is goddess Riti of massive destruction, and that too in a fiery sign responsible for a decline in the economy, it brings changes from the roots and then reconstruction. So it is obvious, because of Ketu also in the Mula Nakshatra and the eclipse taking place in the Mula Nakshatra, there's bound to be reconstruction, reviewing and reconstruction of the economy, but at a later stage, when both Saturn and Jupiter become direct, and when Jupiter crosses Saturn, goes in the next sign, as I've explained above. Mars in the sign Aquarius and the dispositor in the 10th house, it will give sudden upsets and tensions in the form of violence. And as mentioned, along with earthquakes and tsunamis are also not ruled out, especially when this may happen, especially when it goes in the sign Pisces, between the sign Pisces and Aries till 21st of February 2021. Mars is going to remain in Pisces and Aries for a very long time, starting from 18th of June to 21st of February 2021. It will keep on vibrating between Pisces and Aries. It will fall back in the Pisces on the 4th of October to 24th of December 2020. This time period will be most venomous, enigmatic for tsunamis, earthquakes, and the aggression taken by US against China in the South Sea and using the Navy forces. I don't want to elaborate it. When the time comes, I'll talk about it more. It is most critical also for China, Japan, Indonesia, Philippines. I have already predicted around the June solar eclipse. Japan will be the country which will be prone to earthquakes, and a situation parallel to 9 years back. 11th March 2011, Japan had a massive earthquake and tsunami. The planetary positions are somewhat similar to those. I fear to talk about anything more on it. Most critical, as I've talked, for China, critical time frame will be from 30th June to 20th September, and more so till Jupiter will be fallen. In the chart of China, I've already been talking about several times that the 12th Lord, Jupiter, is fallen in the 12th house, which is the 22nd Dreshkon also. So, and whenever malefics transit in the 22nd Dreshkon, it's the time for disaster. So, and that is why the eclipse which has taken place there with cluster of 6 planets, the diseases have started from that, because Ketu, the disease Karka, was also there, and Ketu will remain there for 20th of September. And Jupiter joining this sign again will be very bad, because Jupiter will be very weak. It is fallen and then it goes back in this house. People think that it will be a good time, but I'm sorry to say that it will not be good. It's going back in the same sign where the eclipse took place, and it will be in a fallen state. And it will again, although the degree difference will be there, it may only go till Venus Nakshatra. It may not touch the Mula Nakshatra, but definitely it will be in a bad state. Political unrest and tug of war, Sun in Aries sign, I've already discussed that from the 14th of April, 3 months are time for agony and pain, because Saturn is not placed well. When Sun is ingressing in Aries, Saturn is not placed well with it. So there has to be a conflict for the head of the countries, for the head of the states, and people placed on top positions. I have already predicted that for 3 months will be a time of agony and pain due to the Saturn and Sun. And then Saturn will be stationary for 5 days before the 11th of May and 5 days after 11th of May. So this time frame is connected to masses. I will write a separate article for the nation chart of the 7th May, seeing what could actually really happen. But there is a Vipreet rajyoga between Saturn and Jupiter, but it is weak. As I've mentioned, both will be retrograde. They will review the economy rebuilding, and hence there may be a correction in the stock and the financial market, which is not ruled out at all. And especially Saturn becoming stationary, it is time to be seen. 3 planets in retrogression and stationary from the 7th May to 18th May. This is the most critical time. The world may have to pay a heavy price. 3 planets, and especially Jupiter and Saturn, though both being stationary at simultaneously. And in the government, things connected to the government and the world will be in the focus. Conjunction of Mercury and Venus is also not good. And as per B.V. Raman, for the stock and financial markets, whenever the longitudinal difference decreases, then it also shows that's a time of concern for the stock and financial markets to take a hit. This takes place on the 22nd of May, at the time when the new moon is there. Again, this new moon chart I will be discussing separately. Now, 14th May 2020 to 4th June, there is another parameter which we cannot ignore, and that parameter is the nakshatra exchange between Mars and Rahu. Mars and Rahu, they form an Angarak yoga. Mars and Saturn will have, Mars and Rahu will have exchange of nakshatra, and any connection of Mars and Rahu is an Angarak yoga and intensifies their significations, since both are malefic planets and may become most violent. Mars in Satvisha Nakshatra is upward looking and most difficult nakshatra, and posing difficulties in the research for the cure of coronavirus. This also shows most enigmatic time frame for the coronavirus spread, and this will be till 4th of June. Now, 28th and 29th May, Mercury crosses Rahu. It is good, it crosses Rahu, but it will be in the same sign. As a matter of fact, till Mercury crosses Rahu, to some extent it will be out of the grip of Rahu. Mercury is the 6th lord and is the yoga lord is good, but it will be in the same sign. So according to me, till it goes in its own sign, Virgo, there will not be much relief, because he is the 6th lord. Going in exaltation will only help, and that will be after the 2nd of September 2020. Little respite from coronavirus, but substantial relief only after 2nd August when it leaves the sign, and 2nd September when it goes in its own exaltation sign. 18 June 20, Mercury becoming retrograde till 12th of July. Again, it's the 6th lord and the yoga lord. It's going in retrogression till 12th of July is not good. Most difficult period for coronavirus is Mercury is the 6th lord and of the natural zodiac, and also the yoga lord at the time of solar eclipse of the 26th December 2019. Solar eclipse of 21st June 2020 in the star of Mrigashira, and Mars activates the eclipse point of 6 degrees immediately within few days. Same between 27th and 30th June, most prone period for earthquakes, natural, unnatural calamities, and virus spread, because it is activating the Rahu, and the luminaries are also very close. Luminaries are at 6 degrees, Rahu Ketu at 5 degrees. And unfortunately, it is over the natal Mars of India in the 2nd house, which is just 7 degrees. So it is also not good for India. the Kalsarp Aroha Yoga. All the planets are gripped in the nodes from the 26th February 2020 until the luminaries are out of the grip. There may not be any relief or any vaccine development which may be successful till 17 July, till Sun goes out of the grip of Rahu and Ketu and Mercury out of the clutches of nodes from the 2nd August 2020, and finally Sun reaches Leo on the 17th August and Mercury in Virgo on the 2nd September. Before this, there cannot be much relief. North node in Mirikshara Nakshatra. We have already discussed that on 22nd of April. It has gone in Mirikshara Nakshatra, gentle Nakshatra, and a star also may help in research and innovations for cure. It remains in this Nakshatra till 12th of February 2021. Till Ketu in Mula Nakshatra, violence, religious fundamentalism, and coronavirus spread cannot be ruled out. So basically, the timeline for the coronavirus strictly is 20th September 2020. But before that, definitely it cannot happen in a day. So things will start improving. As I have discussed Kota Chakra, in Kota Chakra, the things will be better after 27th. I have given the charts in till 26th of July, things are not good. Then after 27th of July, the Kot Swami, Jupiter is in a better position, although he will be in a fallen state, but he will enter a better zone. So there will be little respite, but it will be better than what he is in the present state. So 27 July and then 22nd August, luminaries also join the benefic zone. So we can say, as per Kota Chakra, 27 July and 22nd August, as I've been mentioning earlier also, there are time frames which will, the woes of coronavirus may reduce. Now have a look at the Kota Chakra. You can see for yourself that 26th is extremely bad. You can see all bad on the right hand side bottom. Now on the 27th July, Jupiter enters the benefic zone and gives relief in the Kota Chakra, and then you see subsequently on this 22nd July, you can see that all are good. Only two planets are bad. Saturn remains bad as the Kotpal. You can't help it. Saturn will be good only in 2021, February 2021. So in longer perspective, if we talk about coronavirus or getting relief, the world will only get relief after 21st of February 2021. Total, you can say a total relief, but the relief will definitely come after 22nd of August and then 20th of September. And then when Jupiter and Saturn are also out of the Nigda Greshkon, which I mentioned is the 5th of January for the Jupiter and 25th of January for Saturn. When Jupiter is out of Nigda Greshkon is, confinement and imprisonment. We are all confined. We can't move away. We can't move out of the houses. We can't move on the road. We can't do anything normal. So it is confinement. So till these two planets go out of the 10 degrees mark, life will not resume to normalcy in normal conditions. So things will improve after January. We can say starting of January and end of January, 25th, 5th is starting of January. So by February, there will be some improvements in normal things, normal business will start. But they will still there will be a fear for the coronavirus because Saturn is not placed well. Saturn is placed in a bad zone and he is the guard for the fort. So that also I have discussed here. Hence, we get lot of respite due to the fact that luminaries and Mercury, the Yoga Lord, will be out of after 22nd of August, and Ketu will be out of Mula Nakshatra as mentioned. I've also used the Kal Chakra. In Kal Chakra, the Ketu is placed in the eastern direction and Indra is called the power. It is called the power. Now it is controlling everything. But when it goes in Jyestha Nakshatra, it will be blessings of God. It is good. So we can see it from this. we can see from this that it will be a good time then. The moment Ketu leaves the sign Sagittarius and Mula Nakshatra, it will be in Isan, blessings of God, and leave the Indra power. It is controlling everything right now and will give respite to the complete world. In spite of the above, Jupiter Saturn will remain in Nigda Dreshkon. Therefore, confinement and imprisonment cannot be ruled out, as we have already facing uh, same ever since Saturn and Jupiter have entered in the Capricorn. Saturn entered on 24th of January and Jupiter entered on the 30th March 2020. And we can see for ourselves, ever since they have entered in Nigda Direshkon, there is a confinement, there is a lockdown, we can't move anywhere. So friends, this parameter I found was working extremely well. The relief may be felt only between the 22nd August and 20th September 2020, but since both Jupiter and Saturn will be Nigda Dashkon, there may be fear and there may be confinement and imprisonment like atmosphere till Jupiter crosses the 10-degree mark on the 5th of January and Saturn on the 25th January 2021 respectively. But unfortunately, Saturn remains in this Kota Chakra in malefic zone as the court Swami, as a court pal for very long till 18th February 2020, when both court pal and court Swami will be beneficially placed. Note this parameter, the most important for the globe to get total relief from COVID. Please note this. Nobody has predicted this, that in a longer perspective, it may have a shadow on the complete world. This coronavirus, in any form, it will have effect till 18th of February 2021. Mars at exaltation point and about to leave the sign as violence may erupt. And we can see, Mars is about to change. We know that it is not a good period. So friends, so this is about all. I wanted to elaborate the month of May and June. So I will be writing articles on the new moon and the full moon of the 7th May and 23rd May. So I will elaborate things in that, and till that time, friends, best of luck, and let's see how things goes. Let's pray that we are out of the woes of coronavirus and normal life begins. But friends, as can be seen, the time frames what I have mentioned are exactly working what has been predicted. So friends, be prepared for this. A time to prepare ourselves. Don't let the time go waste. Do something, do some spiritual activities, learn something on the internet. Google is a very good, you can go on Google, you can learn anything you can do. Don't waste your time, this time to learn spirituality. And because Ketu is also a karak for spirituality and moksha. So with that, I say bye-bye to you and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.